Clayton Kershaw had made everybody believe is that he is special. This doesn't happen to Clayton Kershaw. It was like Casey at the bat.
Yeah, it was. It was like Casey at the bat. That's a very good comparison. But the thing I point out, and I know everybody, by the way, Twitter has become a very hateful place, hasn't it?
Awful.
It has become.
Baseball Twitter is probably the worst, too.
Baseball is terrible, move by move. And I'm telling you, the number of people on Twitter who say fire Mattingly, left Kershaw in too long, took Cranky out too soon, shouldn't have gone to Baez, why is he not dropped Puig out of the lineup, where's Justin Turner, get rid of D. I mean, it's like, it's a very cruel.
Used to be a guy named Danny Gans. I don't know if you remember Danny Gans.
Of course.
He and I were very good friends, and we had very similar, actually, looks and shows.
Yeah.
People used to confuse the two of us.
They're on that home run, and Vince talking about the relief pitching, which is certainly, I would think,
it's with the fact that it's not so easy to catch.
I think it's more precaution than anything, but we know that it's not an airborne virus, that you can get it if there's an open cut or the exchange of bodily fluids. We know that that's how you can contract it. So I think it's more of a precaution than anything for not only the patient but for those who are transporting him. And he was in a full suit when he arrived this morning at Omaha Zeppeli Airfield at a private area of the airport. He was put onto a gurney and then put into an ambulance. So all precautions are taken because we know that, as we've seen down in Dallas, that someone who has it can spread it to other people.
And Tom, I don't know if it's happened to you there because you actually have cases there. We don't have one in LA, but I'm already getting friends tweeting, texting me, asking me, I'm having these symptoms. Is it true that somebody was diagnosed with Ebola in Glendale? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, no. Are people panicked and freaking out calling you?
There is a section of the population that I don't think can be convinced. When you see what's happening in Dallas, and they told us at the news conference this morning, this is an isolated situation here in Omaha. Down there it wasn't. You had a guy with Ebola going into an emergency room where obviously you have a lot of people, and exposure is much higher than in a controlled situation. So I would say yes, there are people that are calling here not completely convinced that the truth is being told.
Right.
So, but the doctors have, I think, made it pretty clear that there's not a whole lot to worry about for most people.
Tom Stanton for KFA